never truly ended. They just transformed, like light through a prism, revealing new colors and patterns with each telling. She thought about that frightened 12-year-old girl in Shanghai, accepting a key from a kind man who believed in justice. She thought about the 45 years she'd spent watching and waiting, protecting a truth that demanded to be told. She thought about Caroline, throwing away a fortune to find something more valuable: her soul. "Your father once told me that wealth was power," she typed back to Caroline. "But he was wrong. Truth is power, and unlike wealth, it belongs to everyone." Standing there in the transformed heart of what had once been a fortress of secrets, Margaret Chen finally understood what David Klein had meant all those years ago. Sometimes the truth needs to sleep before it can wake up. But when it does awaken, it has the power to change not just one life or one family, but the very soul of a city. Outside her window, New York stretched away into the gathering dusk, its lights beginning to twinkle like stars fallen to earth. Somewhere out there, other secrets waited to be uncovered. Other truths fought to awaken. But for now, in this moment, Margaret was content. The Jade Emperor would have approved, she thought with a smile. After all, in the old stories, justice always came to those who waited long enough to see it arrive. "Yes," she texted back to Caroline, "I'm ready." And she was, ready to tell the story again and again, to anyone who would listen, ready to remind the world that no fortune was worth the price of a soul, ready to show that even the most deeply buried truths would eventually find their way to light. Because in the end, dear reader, that's what this story was always about. Not just the secrets of one wealthy family, but the power of truth to transform darkness into light, greed into grace, and an abandoned elder's whispered words into a symphony of justice that would echo through generations to come. As night fell over the Klein Chen Center for Historical Justice, its windows still blazed with light. Not the cold gleam of wealth, but the warm glow of truth, finally set free. And in that light, Margaret Chen, no longer forgotten, no longer afraid, stood watch over a legacy that would outlive all the fortunes ever built on shifting sands of deception. For some stories, like some truths, are meant to be eternal. The end.